Today we're gonna unpack diamonds, y'all. There is a whole lot here, so I'm gonna get right into it. Okay, so history, we're gonna start in the 1860s. Obviously, diamonds were around before then, but this is where the story gets very interesting. Big diamonds were discovered in South Africa, which kicked off what is now known as the Kimberley Diamond Rush. Basically, mining starts to really explode and becomes big business, and we see growing inequality between the African laborers, who were largely African farmers, and the mine owners and developers, who were largely British and wealthy. This situation is sometimes blamed as the origin for apartheid, and eventually we see literal wars breaking out over the desire to control this region of South Africa. So when we talk about blood diamonds, it's sort of a blanket term for these conflicts in the region with diamonds, as well as the tough conditions of diamond mining by hand, and sometimes also the environmental impact of diamond mining, which is a whole other thing but very real. An estimated 250 tons of earth is shifted for every single carat of diamonds. In terms of average size elephants, that's like scooting 50 elephants for one single carat diamond. 50! So anyway, back to the 1800s, there's like a bunch of mines opening up, conditions are really hard, tensions are high, but suddenly there's an influx of diamonds in the market and supply demand. Y'all get it, we know math. Price goes down as the supply goes up. So these mines start to struggle, and a man named Cecil Rhodes comes on the scene. He sees the situation and basically buys up all the struggling mines, and in 1888 launches De Beers Consolidated Mines. Then he starts to negotiate with the London diamond syndicates and begin monopolizing, get it, he's like the monopoly guy, the supply of all diamonds and releasing a limited number per year. So now he's controlling and driving up the price per diamond. He's like the guy buying a zillion rolls of pearly paper, you know the guy, except it's very shiny rock. So he keeps on trucking, and by the start of World War I, De Beers literally owns 90% of the world's diamond production, which is wild. So cut to 1929, the war is over, the price of diamonds once again is dropping because a few more mines have been discovered, and it's a Great Depression, and people are like, you know what I would love is soup and not rocks, and De Beers is panicking, they have so many diamonds, so they hire a marketing firm, NWA & Son, to basically manipulate consumer demand. Francis Garrity, copywriter at the firm, comes up with the slogan, "Diamonds are forever," and De Beers basically begins spamming ads, magazines, movies, music, pretty much every angle to convince Americans, specifically American men, that diamonds are not only a luxury good for the ultra wealthy, but a requirement for any proposal, for anybody, even you, buddy. They partnered with Hollywood film studios, loaning out like mega expensive diamonds and jewelry for free with the stipulation that the leading man in the movie would have to use it to prove his love. Later on, De Beers had an ad that said, "Isn't 2 months' salary a small price to pay for something that lasts forever?" Which hadn't been a thing before, but let me tell you, it worked. By 1944, diamond sales had increased by 55% in the US, and diamonds had become deeply tied to our perception of love and success and status. The Diamonds Are Forever campaign was also particularly successful in that it encouraged keeping a diamond literally forever, passing it on your family, etc., therefore keeping all quote-unquote used diamonds out of the market, which would have increased the diamond supply and therefore lower the price. But because of the big media blitz, a used diamond became conflated with getting someone else's used love story, maybe they're bad luck, who knows, little dagger, I don't know what that means, but pretty much everyone was telling you gotta get new, which is sort of particularly hilarious because most diamonds were formed in the Earth's mantle between 1 and 3 billion years ago, so new seems like a misnomer, but what do I know? So cut to today, let's talk about lab-grown diamonds. They were developed to help alleviate the violence in the diamond mining game. First up, a lab-grown diamond is a diamond, full stop, chemically, physically, and optically identical to a mined diamond. Naturally occurring diamonds are forged in the crushing pressure and immense heat of the Earth's mantle around 100 miles underground. As we said a long time ago, little dinosaur. Lab-grown diamonds are also created using extreme pressure and heat, but inside a machine rather than the bowels of the Earth. There are 2 ways to create a lab-grown diamond, both of which are with a flat slither or seed of a diamond. So first there's a high pressure, high temperature system, aptly named, is where a seed is exposed to so much heat and pressure, and then some pure carbon melts and forms a diamond around that seed. The other process, chemical vapor deposition, involves sticking a seed in the chamber with a carbon-rich gas, making it super hot, and then the pure carbon atoms begin to stick to the seed and basically grow a diamond. So there's the melty carbon way and the sticky carbon gas way. No scientists agree to call it that, but am I wrong? So just to be fair, these aren't totally perfect either. The carbon footprint of creating a lab-grown diamond is definitely significant, but we don't have the exact number, so it's really hard to compare lab-grown versus mined, but they're both complicated. So there's a lot here, the impacts and the history and the marketing and the control. Basically, it's important to understand that the idea of a diamond being rare is a pretty carefully crafted marketing and pricing illusion. It's not really that there aren't very many diamonds in the world, it's more so that they've been stockpiled and advertised extensively. To be clear, that's not to say that your diamonds, should you have any, aren't special or important or beautiful. They are. They're just, as an aside, slightly complicated. So let me know what you think. Do we love them? Do we hate them? Are we conflicted? Let me know, and I'll see you next week.